This is the Negro Ninja, and I'm going to start this off by saying many times it feels as if you're all by yourself. Like, who do you relate to? Okay, because it's easy to feel that way when you're surrounded by people that's usually never on your side, or they are like everything you talk about is foreign, or you can just sense that people be trying to keep up and don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, and and it's easy for people to feel that way when it comes to females. Like, oh man, there are no good women in this world. Okay, because all you see is stupidity around you. But remember, okay, this is just one area, and I still will not tell you to go overseas to get no bitch. You're not gonna hear me tell you that. Okay, I would say go to a different environment, but that's pretty vast. Just not. It makes more sense to say that. But the point is, there are people out there. Okay, God don't put you on this earth to suffer. Let's just say that. Okay, let's just say that. All right. And another reason why I believe I'm saying this is because some people make bad decisions because they in the mindset of settling. This is life. You just got to make the best of it. Okay. Now, you can say that in a positive way, but a lot of times people just kind of say it with like a defeatist mentality. Okay. Like defeatism. Like how some people say, oh man, women are just crazy. You just got to pick the crazy you want to deal with. Personally, that's a terrible mindset to have. Okay. Because you're setting yourself up to, get a crazy woman. Oh, she just ain't that crazy. It's good enough. Okay. How about nobody's perfect? That make more sense. Okay. But you can think how you want to think. I'm just trying to paint this picture. So anyway, like I said, it's real easy. Okay, to think that you would never meet anybody with some sense, whether it's acquaintances or associates or friends or women. Okay. And that's why they say, like when this chick was telling me when I was complaining about this bitch, she said, look, just keep moving. And she's right. You just keep moving. Okay. So, just do what you do. Okay. And before you know it, stuff just pop up out of nowhere. Like sometimes I would want this video game I've been wanting for years. I'm like, damn, I ain't find this nowhere. Dang. So irritating. And if you did find it, it's probably too expensive because it's rare. Okay, there have been numerous times to where I'm minding my own Negro business and the game fall into my lap. Like, hold on, they got this for $5. I'm gonna get this shit here. Don't even necessarily know, if I got room to put it somewhere or, I just get it. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, well, that's what I want. I'm gonna get this shit. Okay, and that's how it is, dealing, with finding people as well, because ever since I found Reddit, okay, I noticed that there have been a lot of people that talk about things that I be talking about, except they're not stealing what I'm saying. They're actually dead ass serious because it's something that they go through. Okay, just like yesterday. Okay, and I found something else to also supplement, the stuff that I've been going through over the years. Okay. And this is also proof, okay, that most people that you see are going to be narcissists. Okay, and like I said, when you just see stupidity after stupidity after stupid, you get ready for some more stupidity. That's why I made that speech at the beginning. Okay, just to get people that think that way to just, get their gears turning, just to oil up the gears, because right now it might be rusty for many. They wear you out. So anyway, I'm fixing to let this thread play. Okay, so the basis of the thread is, what is something that everyone accepts as normal that scares you? Okay, and they're just basically saying narcissism is the norm. Okay, so anyway, let's listen.
Saying no or telling someone I don't want to do something. Setting boundaries. Stuff like that is hard to do. I keep thinking of how I'm disappointing the person, hurting their feelings, or making them angry. And the reason it is so hard to do is because everyone has normalized overstepping boundaries. For instance, you start a new job and your co-workers ask questions to get to know you, but the questions start to become more and more personal and you begin to feel more and more uncomfortable. Do you politely refuse to answer these personal questions? If you do, chances are your co-workers will become become unfriendly and hostile towards you because you are stuck up or unfriendly, which leads to another extremely frustrating thing that people have normalized: extreme passive aggression. The world is full of predators anymore.
See, the world is full of predators. I'm telling you. Okay, and the shit that's just normal. Like I was saying with the 48 laws of power, that shit more or less teach you how to be a predator. That shit is crazy. Okay, but it's up to us as godly people to filter out the things that we hear, and the way we can filter out what we hear is to read the Bible regularly. Okay, and then there'll be less debating. Then is this nigga right? Oh, I know he wrong because that's not what God say. Like I said, just growing up, you know how you probably, like a lot of people, because I know I wasn't reading the Bible that much. You kind of rely on the pastor, and the pastor just, they don't really do you right. That's why it pays to pick that mug up and read it yourself. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that people just flat out lie about and that the Bible just do not say. Okay. And it just be common sense. It's like God, like I said, sometimes the Bible may be difficult to comprehend sometimes. But a lot of that stuff really is simple to understand. Okay, just read it. Okay. Like here before I go into detail on this one, you know, they'll just say, well, the glory all goes to God. Okay, basically saying it doesn't matter who you worship, the glory goes to God. God loves everybody. I'm like, because if you read that Bible, he been whooping their asses for that very reason. Oh, the glory goes to him. He created everything. But you should know that he created this, and you should know that he's the God above all. And well, he's the creator. Okay, so it don't sound like he cutting them no slack. Yeah, the glory's coming to me, and the glory's finna come and put his foot up your ass. Okay. So anyway, and the dude was basically saying that it's hard to tell people no because he feel like he'll be hurting their feelings. And I know he don't give a fuck about their feelings, because it doesn't matter what people think. The way you feel is how you feel, and they got to respect boundaries. His thing is he know that they're gonna be doing some stupid shit. I feel like I'm hurting their feelings, so he basically feeling like he might lose a friend or opportunities because he say no. Like and that was the first person that said it, and the person that made that detailed speech is the person that was responding to it. And then he was like, "Yeah, it's hard to do that because the world has normalized overstepping boundaries." Okay, and that's what people do for real at new jobs. I'm just trying to get to know you. You know how you really get to know people. Okay, this is the true way you really get to know people. You only ask questions on an ask to need to basis. Okay, you don't just sit around and probe. That is harassment, and I learned this lesson when I was at that warehouse job full of hoes. It's like I was a celebrity in them. Okay, and like I said, it's kind of fuzzy. I remember a little, whatever I be talking about recently, but I was going into detail about this dumb shit as it was happening on my old channel on streams damn near every day. I was just play for play, just stupid shit every day. Motherfuckers just asking me 50 million questions. If I don't want to answer some shit, would you fuck her? I ain't trying to talk about shit like that at work, man. That's inappropriate, I'm just trying to work. No, we cool here though, man. I'm good, And apparently that's the type of job where everybody do that type of stuff anyway. So I thought that it was cool. Because the supervisor came up to me right after that shit. So would you smash her? I'm like, damn, didn't they just ask me this? Okay, I'm like, well, y'all seem like y'all don't care about them. But eventually they'll just try to get you in trouble. And try to act like you the one that's in the wrong when that's just something they do. And that's what was happening near the end of the job. I'm like, so I knew y'all niggas been about shit. But as I was coming to leave this job, in the last days I was there, I was seeing that they was bringing on some new people. Okay, and I also noticed that they did not really question those people the way they was doing me. They kind of just came in, and they'll just kind of ask them just a little bit of questions, just simple stuff that wasn't really invasive or anything. And they all just jailed together, and I was just sitting back watching this shit like, okay, these are new people. They're not looking at whatever girl they're looking at. They ain't trying to see which girl they're looking at. They're not really studying them. They just mind their own business. They let them breathe. They didn't let me breathe. Like I said, I was like a celebrity. It was like paparazzi. Okay. And I basically got to do what I want until they started being the devil. Okay. And even still, I was still doing a lot, but it was time to leave because the trainer is the devil. Okay. But that shit was crazy. And the reason why they was not like that towards them is because those people were just like them. So if I was to have came in after those people that was new, them motherfuckers would have been with them, just harassing me, asking me all them dumbass questions, 24/7. Okay, and like I said, it's all about blending in. Okay, and we already know it's all about fitting in, but I'm gonna get to the psychology behind the shit. So anyway, look, okay, and just like what they said at the end, the world is full of predators. Okay, and I always say that narcissists do not respect boundaries, like rainbow zombies. Okay, let me tell y'all something that happened to me a few months ago. I was at Publix, and it was very crowded. During the COVID, everybody was acting all stupid. Oh, y'all all stand back 6 feet. But it was just so crowded, they couldn't do that anyway. So a rainbow zombie was about right here with a buggy. And a dude that I think is straight was about right here. And I was just walking. And I was like, I got to get through the gap somewhere. Let me see. And I didn't want to go through the rainbow zombies way. And I just went this way. I went to the right. Once again, it's really how it was. The rainbow zombie here. And the dude who I think is straight is right here. And I was just walking. And I could just sense that the rainbow zombie was like, he finna come over here. And I was like, okay. I didn't even look at that nigga. I wasn't looking at him directly. I was just, minding my own business. And I was being polite, like how they say they politely say, I don't want to talk about them. And out of my peripheral vision, I saw the rainbow zombie he was just like spitefully mad. Like it was real subtle, but I caught it because the energy was directed towards me. He was mad. Okay. And I told his story a few videos ago, or probably a stream. And I eventually have to go back in the store because I got a phone call saying, oh, yeah, make sure you got this one. Like, oh, damn. And I think I saw him, still in that store, and he managed to follow me to the milk thing, or it was either him or another rainbow zombie. They all the same. But it's like you fought with one, either they'll try to do something stupid or they'll get somebody else to. And that shit was weird. But anyway, going back to the story, okay, with the warehouse thing. When I didn't want to answer questions, they're, oh man, it's cool. Then they'll just get, management to ask it. So you think she hot? Okay, it's like they all the same person. Like it's very strange. Okay. And it's like when you offend one, let me look at this lady's ass real quick. Hold on. Heard that shit was live.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
I'm gonna need you to turn around in that G-string. But I can't get too distracted with that. So anyway, look. Yeah. Okay, and it's like they all the same person. They just, one person knows this, one person knows that. They all know everything. They know everything going on. They know what time you're going to your break. They know when you get back. Okay, they know how many times you blink. They know when you sneeze. It's just, it's weird. Okay. And it's very rapey when you start to think about it. Just violation on every level. Okay. All right. And when you politely, don't answer the question, they'll say that you stuck up. Like I hear people talking shit about me in the comments on these videos. He just over there self-centered. He wanted all this stuff to himself, getting mad because I be put my foot up people's asses for saying that they be copying me and shit. He wanted all his stuff. Y'all to be the same motherfuckers at these jobs doing that dumb shit I be talking about. A lot of y'all niggas. But anyway. And that's just how people feel. They can't group you in, so they just fuck with you. Okay. And then even if you are answering some of those questions, they still doing stupid shit. They don't tell them what they're saying behind your back, taking shit and spinning it around. But like I said, the reason why I'm choosing this story to put on this Reddit, okay, it's because it perfectly illustrates this shit outside with the parking lot harassment. I don't want to say nothing to the neighbors. Okay, so what they all do is make sure I notice them. At first they started with parking behind me, and then I got away from them and started parking in the cul-de-sac. Okay, then they started getting annoyed and started parking in the cul-de-sac because they couldn't stand for me to be around them, ignoring them. Okay, it's all about people, okay, trying to make you a part of the system or whatever. That's why at that warehouse job, when them new people came in, they were some dusty niggas. They didn't get no issues. They blended right in talking about they was in jail and everything. I'm like, oh, this shit here crazy. Okay. So people basically cannot stand for you to have, your comfort zone. Okay. They don't want you to be at peace. So they'll go out of the way to try to fuck with it. So with this parking lot scenario out here, that symbolizes me just going into my circle, my zone or whatever. I don't want nothing to do with these idiots. Okay. And I have no control over outside. So they figure, because like the cul-de-sac, let's say the parking lot is a rectangle-ish, and then the cul-de-sac goes about right here, and then there's a circle. Okay, so there's nothing stopping them to come in there. There's no boundaries. Okay, so they figure, who you think you is? You think that you're going to be over there by yourself? Okay, and that's why I stress, when you got a high power level, you got to make sure you enforce boundaries. I even had to start making my Instagram private. People just don't know what to do. When they got access, they just act the fool. Okay, like there used to be this one fool that used to just go on my Instagram and go through all my pictures. And then I hear him in the comments talking shit. He's a perv. He's drawing all that erotica. All that's on his mind is naked girls. Girls, because he was just basically being heterophobic at that point. Okay, and I was like, let me just put a stop to this shit here. This is ridiculous. I'm just trying to have my shit open for everybody to, talk to me and all this shit and be cool and sociable. Okay, so I put my hand out there to be sociable. Guess what happens? Whoop, they try to bite your fingers off, and I gotta be like, whoop. Okay, predators. Okay, you feed these motherfuckers a steak. Here you go. Okay, they don't want the steak. They want your fingers. Okay, and like I said, this whole scenario that they gave out in this Reddit story, it's the equivalent of saying you give Satan an inch, they want a mile. I say you give Satan an inch, he want everything. Okay, he want everything. And I like how they said they get passive aggressive with you. Like I said, passive aggressiveness is really designed, just to gaslight you and make you go insane. The way people could get in is by wearing you down. Okay, that's why I was saying the shit earlier with the oil and the wheel analogy. Okay, now here's the perfect example of somebody using the wear you down tactic to their advantage. Okay, you going through something. Okay, hey, a good way to take your mind off of this stress is to take this joint, my nigga. Okay, you ever thought about using, and they'll probably say something like cocaine or something. It just depends, because usually it goes from that. Oh, well, fuck it, nothing hurt with a joint. They get cool with you. You know what else is good, bro? Maybe you should try sprinkle some of this in it. That gives, the high more effect. Fuck it, they didn't hurt me this time. It's gonna hurt me this time. It's just getting high. I just need to take my mind off of it. Oh, that shit, that cool as hell, bro. Y'all niggas good? Yeah, everybody's straight here. Y'all need something to drink? All right. Then you go, you get wore down another time. You know what, man? This shit here just depressing, man. I'm trying to do this and this shit too hard. You know what to take your mind off of that, man? Let me give you some of this dust. Okay. Now with the dust, okay, you don't inhale it with your mouth. You gotta sniff it up with your nose. Then I'm telling you, it just get dumber and dumber. And that's the prime example of people, using, mental fatigue to their advantage. Okay. Always trying to get in here. Okay, so like with people around here trying to annoy me with all this passive aggressiveness and shit, they think that it's gonna get to me. Okay, I think that I'm just finna eventually, I'm just tired of this shit here. Hey, how y'all doing? And like I said, I would have said something if they would have left me the fuck alone. Okay, but the more you push, the more, resistance you're gonna get. Okay. Just like Rainbow Zombies, they think that just bombarding you with gayness is gonna just make you, you know what, y'all need to leave me alone. Hey, how y'all doing? I'll say, hey, leave me. That's not how life works. Okay, this is reality right here. Okay. You can get your ass beat. Okay, God whoop your ass 1,000,000 different times and you still an idiot. So what makes you think that you harassing me and annoying me is going to make me yield to you? That don't make any sense. You ain't shit, but I'm about something. And that's just the way it's going to remain. And that's just the way it is. Okay, that's why I tell people. Okay, it's all about being steadfast and enduring. You just got to keep going your path. Okay. Shit don't change. Okay, shit just try to change you. Okay, stupidity doesn't evolve; it just changes. And the more, like I'm just saying that for the lack of a better word. But let's just say that it don't change for real; it just evolve. The more what they say, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Okay, but you are who you are and who you want to be. Okay, they can't make you what they think you should. They can't just mold you into shit. They don't even got no direction trying to mold somebody that's already molded. Okay. All right. So when you stop moving and you become stagnant, guess what happens when you don't clean up your room? Spider webs get there, and spiders run amok. So just imagine yourself just being stagnant and just having cobwebs all over your shit. Okay, so that's just basically what that symbolizes. I'm just ending this here because it's 20 minutes. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.